Recently, I had posted a video for LLB aspirants where I had told you guys that existing videos on the channel are very much applicable, and there were some suggestions from everyone, and they wanted me to cover legal current affairs. So here I am. Hi guys, I'm Ayushi, your mentor for law entrance exams, and welcome to Law Digest. So as you can see on the screen, we are going to cover legal current affairs. This video is applicable for anyone who's preparing for DU LLB, NLSAT, BHU, MHCET, AILET. So basically any examination where legal current affairs is a part of the syllabus, this series will apply to all of you. So please keep watching so that you are able to cover some important questions that are required from the examination point of view that you should know. Now, as you all know, legal current affairs may all the things get covered, landmark judgments get covered. So I am going to cover questions from important judgments. You've seen already in my videos on YouTube, I keep covering some of the important 3-4 important judgments per month I do cover. However, in my module, I give in detail more judgments, which are about 20 to 25 judgments per month. And along with that, I give you information about whatever bill has been passed, any important appointment that has been made in the field of law. So things like these are related to legal current affairs. Now in this series, I'm going to pick up some important topics from there and I'm going to discuss them. So basically, in every video, we are going to discuss 10 questions. So whatever I feel is important, I'm going to discuss them in this new series. So stay tuned. Looking at the first question, Allahabad High Court waived off the 30-day notice period requirement in respect of what? So I hope you guys are aware, I had discussed it earlier as well, that in UP there was a conversion law passed. So now this conversion law, this was passed to prevent people from converting converting from a religion for basically marriage purposes. Now, since these issues were cropping up in UP, there was another issue that came up that a PIL was filed that why should people seek 30-day notice period requirement when they are looking forward to marry each other? Why should they give a notice of 30-day and people can come and object? So Allahabad High Court has waived off this requirement and it relates to the Special Marriage Act. So Special Marriage Act applies in cases where people are, trying to do inter-religion, inter-caste marriages. In that case, Special Marriage Act applies. So here the answer is option B. Moving on to the next question, who has been appointed as the Deputy Election Commissioner? Now, Umesh Sinha has been appointed as the Deputy Election Commissioner. And at the time he was appointed, he was the Secretary General of the commission. Then commission meaning election commission. Moving on to the next question, there was a rule that came up by the Bar Council of India that you will have to do you are not allowed to do 1 year LLM, you will have to do 2 years LLM. And there was a petition moved in order to challenge this. Why? Because it is obstructing your right to education. And a girl called Tamanna Chandan filed this petition. Now it challenges the validity of Bar Council of India legal education rules under which this particular rule came up. Then we also saw a case where MPs were using mobile phones for recording in-house proceedings, and they were warned. They were warned by whom? They were warned by chairman of Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha chairman had warned them not to use mobile phones because you are basically breaching the privileges, the parliamentary privileges that you have. It is a contempt that is occurring. Now, who's the chairman of Rajya Sabha? M. Venkaiah Naidu. Normally, you must be aware of this situation that the chairman of Rajya Sabha is always the vice president. He holds this office ex officio. By the virtue of his position, he holds this office. And I've already told you the name. So basically, when we are discussing every question, you can also look up on details on these questions from your end as well. Look at the lot that is there. Now, things like when we're speaking of the chairman and Rajya Sabha, you can think about what is the constitution of Rajya Sabha, how many people are there, what about nominations. So these questions should come to your mind ताकि आपकी और भी practice होती रहे, so that you can practice other things on the side as well. So you'll be able to remember things better like this. Then प्रेसिडेंट रूल जनवरी 2021 में प्रेसिडेंट रूल कहाँ अप्रूव हुआ था? प्रेसिडेंट रूल इज व्हाट इज द कंडीशन ऑफ स्टेट इमरजेंसी. What article of constitution speaks of state emergency? It is article 356 that speaks of state emergency. Now when in 2021 state emergency was declared in Puducherry. Who declares it? The president declares state emergency on the report of the governor. Now let's move on. Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Children Act 2015 empowers whom for issuing adoption orders. So now who has been given the power to issue the adoption orders? It is the district magistrate. It includes ADM as well. So they can basically issue the adoption orders. Earlier this power was not with such bodies, it was with the commission. Then let's move forward. In 2021, who was the chief minister who resigned from the post of chief minister of Uttarakhand? He was Trivendra Singh Rawat, who resigned. Now in this respect, I want you to mention in the comment box who is at present the chief minister of Uttarakhand. Let's move forward. On April 2021, Sebi asked Indian companies to separate the roles of whom? So basically, Sebi was of the view that it is important that the roles of both chairperson and managing directors get separated, so that there is a proper information as to who's doing what, and these there will be now a separation of these roles. Then who has been appointed as the Chief Justice of India after retirement of CJI Sharad Arvind Bobde? This you must be aware, since you've been studying, preparing for these examinations for such a long time. This is one question that you should get it right. The correct answer to this one is Justice N.V. Ramana. He has been appointed as the 48th Chief Justice of India. Before him, it was Sharad Arvind Bobde who was the Chief Justice. Now, who will be the Chief Justice after him? This also you should be aware, because Justice Ramana is retiring in August, and after that, Justice UU Lalit will be the CJI, but he'll be there for a very short term. He'll be there till November only. After him, it will be my favorite D.Y. Chandrachud Justice, who will be appointed as the CJI. Next, looking at the final question of this video, which industry introduced the new Copyright Amendment Rule 2021? Now, as I said earlier, you have to follow us on Instagram, because this is also covered on Instagram. We provided you with details as to what are the new rules. So all these things you should know when you're preparing for such examinations, especially for people, you know, who are preparing for a very competitive exam like NLSAT. These things become a little important for you guys. So keep a tab of these important legal current affairs. Now, obviously, which is the ministry that will introduce this? It is the Ministry of Commerce and Industry that introduced this. So with this, we come to the end of this video. We've discussed these questions. Don't worry, I'll be uploading more videos. It's basically a series that will take place. So keep following us here. If you're not a subscriber of this channel, then do subscribe so that we stay connected. Press the bell icon so that you get immediate notification as and when the video comes up. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. As I said already, I'm reiterating that we are covering covering a lot of important current affairs there. बहुत सारा legal current and legal content, बहुत सी चीज़ें वहाँ पर cover होती हैं on a daily basis. So you should be following us on Instagram, and we'll come out with more such videos. So stay tuned.